Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Fresno State Bulldogs taking on the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Gators will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Fresno State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Catch in the middle, it's Harvey. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Potts. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Gators offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's McDuffie. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his man down the middle. And the ball's on the ground. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for a man on second down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pulls it in. It's McDuffie. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Potts. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The play action fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Gators sending the offense back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
Got him, and nobody's close. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Gators want to move quickly. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gators! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Fresno State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide out in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Now he's looking to throw it. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him wide open. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by just 2 over Eastern Michigan.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rides to the back. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got his man quickly. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It's first down from the 11. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try it again. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gator. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
To the air, it's Potts. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's McDuffie. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Looking to pass, it's Potts. Quick strike complete. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Fresno State right back to the line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapted. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McDuffie. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard. It's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback wants to throw on second down.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Gators send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. To the air, it's Potts. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's McDuffie. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Flips it out in the flat. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to the air one more time. Fires toward the target. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job bringing the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He's going to pass on second down. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, and you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Back to pass. It's Potts. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And the deficit is still huge after the missed field goal, down by 23. Sending the offense back to work. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Finds a spot in the middle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The back goes in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Discards it with the stiff arm. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Gators are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. And he intercepts it. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And now on second down for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Potts. Going deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 28 to Iowa. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On second down, looking again to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. The Bulldogs get enough to move the chains. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Off play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a...
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's going to pass. Floating away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll leave it with the lone back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Gator! And the route is on. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Fresno State, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Potts. Makes his connection.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
He gets it away from his own end zone. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another...